today, got another package. They really overdid it with this eBay tape. Damn. How did I miss that? Wow. Okay, here we are. Whoa. It's a bit cold. Here it is. The Zenith color video camera. Sensitivity. Review. Lens looks like it's in good shape. Got the focus, the power save and operate, push for white bounce, or set it yourself. Trigger switch. Made in Japan. Alright. So let's take off this piece. Because that can just come off. And there's the camera. Now, you can see in the viewfinder now how we're gonna power this up. Well, it's beyond me, but we'll figure it out. Now, this cable, actually before we dive into figuring out how to power this up. Alright, this is a recording off of the Sony TCM15V about the 1981 Zenith VC1200. I have done some research and I've, well, I got me a good one for a good price. Now, this is the Zenith VC1200, but it's originally was a 1979 Hanamax VC600-P vidicon tube killer camera. This is a Hanimex VC600-P vidicon tube killer camera from the early 1980s. This is a very rare killer camera made to be used in configuration with a portable VHS video recorder. Like all other cameras made around the time for the mainstream market, this camera gives the best killer images I've ever seen. I'm just reading information I don't know until I figure it out myself, see it myself, but I've never seen it. An early 80s portable color camera, the images are absolutely beautiful and the color accuracy is absolutely perfect and comparable to that of a CCD color camera. This camera is actually a Hitachi VK-600E, rebadged as Hamex for sales in Australia as Hanimex Import Film/Video Gear Worldwide, and rebadged them under their name. The Hitachi VX600E also has been rebadged as Technicolor 41-2D and rebadged, and also recased as Zenith VC1200, which is the one I got. Below are some pics of this camera and its user manual, and further below are a stack of YouTube videos I made from this camera. Alright, let's go check those out. Alright, I'm gonna look at a video. Blue, green, killer. Oh my god. Holy shit, this video is beautiful.
So how does one go about powering up a 38-year-old video camera? Well, I had the pinouts and everything here, but that has to change because this is a weird type. I'm not sure if I can read all these, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 pins on this connector to use with it. I found plus. I don't know if I'll be able to connect it, but actually don't have. Oh, plus and negative are next to each other. Plus and negative. Okay. Maybe I should make my own cables. What the hell? Look what my phone just did. How did it hear that? I didn't call for it. Okay, you get turned off then. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so these two pins, the two pins right here are plus and negative. I wonder if the pinouts are for the same for all of them. Like pins 1 and 2 are video in, probably. Maybe I should take apart the camera and trace these wires. Maybe. There's one. 9, 8, 4. 2. Okay. So we got, so we know where our power is. At least they did that. I wouldn't. That might work to take these connectors off. If I am lucky, which doesn't look like that's the case. Or I could just take off the whole connector. That works. What I need to do, there. So we got that done. Now, we could do that. Okay. Okay. Power save and operate. We might be getting a powered up camera today. Hopefully. If we're gonna do this, we have to turn off that light because luckily this room has bad lighting, so it shouldn't kill my tube instantly. And this thing needs 12 volts, I presume. 12 volt, yep, DC 12 volt. 6.7 watts. Perfect. Oh, it's UL proof too. Sweet. Okay. Pretty amazing. Let's just tin these. See, let's not tin them. Let's okay, we're ready. Got the pin out right there. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. We have power. We have power in the screen. Oh my god. I see an image. Ooh. The brightness is way too up. Really? Okay, so got that. I think I've figured out where video in and audio out is. Well, video in. So if we go to pin 1, we see that there is a continuity there. It's probably going through a resistor or something. And then if we go to the pin next to it, that must be our ground because it's connected, because I have the negative lead connected to power ground. So that we know where that is, so that's there. So let's go to what could be audio in. Okay, there's audio in. And here is audio ground. Now if I go to the others, they do absolutely nothing. So these must be for the trigger circuit and the review function on the camera. We don't need those. We just need video in and audio out. So I can see if the picture is producing killer. It probably is. Also, I'm using this as my memo to remember things. Okay. So, we got that good there. Now, I need to find more of these connectors. What I did was I cut up some sort of connector. Hold on, let me figure it out. Should I have one somewhere? See? Alright, now that we got that done, let's figure out how we're gonna do this. Shall we? Yeah, I think we shall. So, we got the power situation covered. We know that the camera works. Now, we just need to figure out how we're gonna go about doing this. I found one of these that might work if we're lucky. Might just have to snip a little bit of this off. Yeah, just gotta snip a little bit of plastic off. That'll do. That'll be our ground, our video connector. Now, what I do for my wires, I have a whole bunch of wires in here that we could use. Oh, lucky me. I just found some more of these connectors. Do they fit, though? If they don't fit, I can't use them. Maybe. Nah, they don't. Oh well. So, for video, we will use yellow. Or we could just use orange. Orange could do. Or this'll do. Perfect. And for ground, we'll use gray. Okay, okay. Alright, so we got that there. Now, Perfect. Let's get our vise. Alright. Let's get a little bit of a... Perfect. I guess that works. Now what you want to do is solder up. The lead. Make sure you get it nice and tinned. Now we're gonna connect what will be our ground wire for the video. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Now we have both video and audio ground. Now let's connect into the connector. Look at this little bag of Cheetos. It's so small. They explode. Ooh. Anyway, we're about to power this up again with this. I'm about to get my scope and hook it up. But first I want to make sure there's no power coming through these. Come on. Let's disconnect the carry handle, because we don't need it right now. Point the camera there. Make sure our leads aren't touching. I think we're ready. Alright, we're ready to perform a test. But first, this diagram I have here is not correct. Okay, that's all I have to say. Okay. Not getting any power through the meter. Not getting any power through the meter, which means there must be a video signal coming through that. Okay. And I see a picture still. Good. Now, let's hook it up to the scope and see what the scope thinks. I must think, it's gotta think something. I ain't just gonna plug this thing willy-nilly into my VCR, because it's the only VCR I have right now since the other one passed away. Okay. Alright. Got my scope. Okay. Let's connect the scope in there. Good. Scope things. Go. DC. Right there. Channel 2. Let the thing warm up. Shouldn't take long. There we go. Oh. Getting a signal. Getting some sort of signal to that. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Must be an audio, a video signal, because when I put my hand to the lens, it reacts to it. So, if I put my hand to the camera, the scope probably will react to it. More likely. Really how to use the scope, but these do look like video signals, somewhat. Well, we're okay. Now what we're gonna do is connect it. Connect it to the fucking VCR and hope we don't blow it up. I think we're good though. No power showed on it. The worst you can do is just not do what it's meant to. Which, let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, so there's that. And this, gotta get that there. Okay. So now we got that there. Perfect. Eat a chip for good luck. Oh. Oh my damn. Holy shit. Wow. You've gotta be kidding me. That fucking worked. Sweet. It has a lot of lag. So as you can see, has that classic new vidicon tube lag. The Zenith is running. It's looking at the wheel to reel. I just white bounced it and I think it worked. And for my audio I'm using this. But yeah, look at that. Stunning. Now, let's clean this lens. It really needs a good cleaning. But this was really ahead of its time. This is when everything was getting started. This is when VHS first started. In 1981, VHS and VTRs were starting to be used for these cameras, and these cameras were used in movies too. This is how most films were filmed with an old tube Keller camera. And also, I got my Fortune. I got my Fortune. I got my Fortune. Come on, you stupid camera. See, this camera could easily beat this camera. Easily. I find it just funny how technology's gone to shit lately. It's kind of retarded if you ask me. Wisdom is knowing what to do, next skill is knowing how to do it, and virtue is doing it. Well, I just did that. And the next one, good luck is a hop, skip, and a jump away. Hop to it. Let's do that. Wire up the audio portion of this camera. I got, this will be the audio cable. Direct lead in. Already traced out which ones do what. Let me trace them out again. Let's do that here. Let's see. Okay. And that one is the mic. So, good there. Perfect. Perfect. Now, got that there. So now we put this right there. Just like that. Now, let's get the scope coming through it. If we got audio coming through it, then let's see, make sure I'm not touching anywhere. Okay, good. It's probably shortened to something. Oh well. Now, let's just make sure our connections are good. Okay, connections are good. Now, I'm not going to do that. Let's let the scope warm up. Gotta make sure scope's to warm up. And plug it in. Yeah, great. And make sure. Good connections. Now, just plug it in. Okay, we're plugged in. And we get a signal. Good. So plug that in. I switched them. I switched the audio into pin 8. Stupid book. Audio in. What's pin 7? Motherfucker. Pin 7. Plug in the goddamn thing. Hope it doesn't kill my scope. That's the last thing I need. Okay. Turn off the light, because the light really does not like my camera. Okay. Let's turn on the scope and see what that thinks of it. And if it thinks nothing of it, it's okay. That looks like a video signal. Oh, God. Test 1, 2. What the fuck's that? As you can see, this is not a audio signal, because it does not go in sync when I talk. You would know. So let's try this again. Those do nothing. That does nothing. Okay. Makes sense. How about you've got to do something? There's gotta be something here that needs to do something. I mean, well, I probably should not hold the map open. Yeah, remember, now being idiot to turn off fucking scope. Okay. Oh! Whoa! Whoa, look at that! Finally! So... Okay. Look at that! Wow! Okay. Oh, jeez. Sensitive motherfucker. Test 1, 2. Oh my god. Perfect. Test 1, 2. Oh my god. I finally fucking traced the audio. Test 1, 2. Ha! I found it. Wow, that looks like a good audio signal too. It's perfect. Okay, so I gotta do a pin out with this connector. Okay. Okay. triggering, but look at that. New diagram. New freaking diagram. Look at that. Perfect. Now I have that on record. Now, without further ado, let's test this thing's audio. Okay. So that's good enough. Disconnect that and move the scope probe out of my way because we don't need it. Yeah, that's right, guys. We don't need it. We just need audio coming in, and we need to shut it up. Minus some of that volume. Test 1, 2. Testing. Oh my god. It works. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so, mute. And we're gonna do a little test. Ooh. Oh, we got scan lines. I figured out the scan lines are from the power warp plug that I was using. That's what was causing the scan lines. When I put a new plug on, which is 1.5 amps, those scan lines went away. So I guess it was the plug. Plus the camera was saying low battery when it was using that wall warp plug, but it's not anymore, so I think it's fixed. Test 1, 2.